Yes, hello and a warm welcome to this very short video. My name is Julian and today I'll be guiding you through this video and explaining to you in detail what UNIQ actually is. At the time I'm recording this video, we are still in the pre-launch phase of UNIQ. That means it's very new, it's brand new. You're really here right from the very beginning, which brings with it some really big opportunities. We founded the company based on 8 years of experience. I've been working in this industry for 8 years now. Felix and Tino have been in it even longer, and they've already achieved a lot in this field. And it's really important to say right at the start, we founded the company simply because we wanted to create something that we ourselves always wanted to have. In fact, we founded the company purely from practical experience, not from a business or investor perspective. And I believe that makes a really big difference, which of course you'll see for yourself in just a moment. UNIQ is a forward-thinking company where our ultimate goal is to become the Apple of this industry. We've meticulously modeled our entire approach after Apple's iconic design, but also after Apple's exceptional standard of product quality. And we also embrace the comprehensive elements that define Apple's entire ecosystem. You'll observe these changes in the colors and other elements too. So we really want to establish and develop a financial ecosystem. Or rather, we've managed to create something that you simply haven't seen out there before. I am absolutely certain of that fact, because when it comes to everything involving AI, long-term investing, strategic trading, and building a vibrant community, we have truly set ourselves a very high and rigorous standard to follow. And we really put quality and customer satisfaction right at the top. And we personally stand behind this commitment with our very own name. And I truly believe that in this specific area, we can make a big difference, or rather, that many people will inevitably have to deal with these challenges sooner or later. Everything related to AI, everything related to online marketing, everything related to investing, trading, and community building is becoming more and more important. Then I think at some point, you simply won't be able to ignore it anymore. And the earlier you approach all of this with an open mind, the better you can benefit from it. So let's dive right in and talk about the problem that's out there. Namely, especially on social media, there's just so much information out there about how you can already make money these days. And I think it's harder than ever to simply make a decision about what kind of business you actually want to pursue. Because, as I said, there are just so many all at once. And you can't find any clear structure or direction. And you also don't have a community, no guidance from people who bring experience and can really take you by the hand. Yes, that's a really big problem. As I mentioned at the beginning, with our products, our community, and above all, the experience we have, we've truly created a system and a solution where you are really guided step by step and can learn everything from the ground up. And you are really guided not just online, but also offline. We have an emerging infrastructure where we always meet up, where we always hold events, certainly also near you, wherever you are. But just to give you an overview, here you can already see the products. I'm going to briefly and precisely explain them now. The first product we have is UNIQ Learn. That is simply a comprehensive learning tool. Or rather, it is the dedicated education section where you can learn absolutely everything about the world of trading and investment. I think it's more important than ever to acquire financial knowledge because I believe that nowadays, with all the opportunities available, you don't even need a degree or anything like that anymore. On the contrary, you can learn it much more easily, especially in a practical, hands-on way that you can actually apply. And if you understand how money works and especially how you can make money grow for you, then you'll see a completely different perspective on it. Here, you learn everything from the ground up. No experience needed. You'll be guided from zero, step by step. On top of that, there are live sessions. That means you're actually involved on a daily basis. There are calls, just like we're sitting here in this video right now, only truly live, where people can watch how others actually trade in the markets, how they trade, where you can ask questions, and where you can interact and communicate with the community in real time. Next, let's take a look at UNIQ Scan. UNIQ Scan is a powerful technical indicator that you can easily add directly to your chart. And this indicator basically gives you entry points directly from the chart. It enables you to buy or sell these assets like currencies, stocks, or cryptocurrencies, for example. Of course, you'll learn exactly how all of this works. You'll be guided step by step, and at the beginning, you'll also have a demo account that is a practice account with play money where you can learn how to use the products in a practical way without risking real money. Then we have UNIQ Hub. UNIQ Hub consists of all the groups that provide you with signals and analyses. This means you'll simply receive messages from Forex, crypto, and stock groups. But there aren't many of these. They're actually quite limited with us because we focus more on performance. If the performance starts to slip a bit, a signal is simply given or the trader behind it is replaced with someone who is currently performing better at that time. This way, you always have consistently good performance. Are these messages copied? You simply enter them into your phone, which I'll show you later. And with this, you can simply use a copy-paste system to copy the knowledge of the professionals, participate in it, and basically take trading profits with you on your phone. Then we have the newest product, UNIQ Intelligence. This is something that scans or tracks your trading activities that you do here with our products. Tracks them. That means every mistake you make while trading or every good thing you do in trading, it notices and tracks everything. So you can continuously improve because it tells you, okay, maybe you should do this differently or you could get even better here. And as a customer, you can also earn rewards and achieve ranks, which simply helps you really boost your performance. You can even have a trading setup created for you through UNIQ Intelligence. There are really a lot of things you can do here. Of course, there is also a thorough onboarding process for this, just like with any other product. Furthermore, as you begin your journey with our team, today you should get a comprehensive overview of everything that comes with starting here. But UNIQ Intelligence is truly a product that, I believe, sets us apart from many other companies because no other company has something like this. There's really an AI system behind it, which has been trained using our data from the past 10 years and the latest information we've had. An actual intelligence has been built that supports you in the background and also tracks you so that you can improve and so that you can ask any questions you have. So there's basically a 24/7 intelligence AI included, which is also involved with the back office. Then we have UNIQ Connect, which is actually the most popular product of all because here you don't have to trade yourself. It's a fully automated system in the Forex sector. I'll show you in a moment on my phone what it all looks like. There we have two strategies. One is the Atlas AI and the other is the Helios AI. These are strategies that have been working for years already, and you can also have a look at their track record. And they basically trade for you with your account or on your account with your money. Of course, you have, with this as well as with all other products, you have access to your money at any time. The money isn't held by us, but kept with an external broker via a banking system, allowing you to access your funds at any time. Your balance is simply mirrored on your phone, where you can track or execute trades yourself. But you have access to it at any time. And these two software strategies are divided. On the one hand, there is a very conservative strategy, which is the Atlas AI, and the Helios AI is about 1.5 times riskier. So what does that mean in numbers? The Atlas AI generates between 2 and a maximum of 5% return per month. And the Helios AI generates between 5 and 8% return per month. It always fluctuates depending on the current market phases. For example, during the Corona period, the strategy performed extremely well. The same goes for the recent times or now with the ongoing war between America, Israel, and Iran. There we also have with Atlas Air, we made 7% that month because the software performs extremely well in such market phases. That's because it's not just an AI that's been programmed, but there's a team behind it that is constantly working on it. And this is extremely important. Only this way can something long-term actually work. The maximum drawdown, meaning the maximum loss you could incur from your capital, would be a maximum of 10% with Atlas Air and 15% with Helios, which is the most you could lose. That means you never risk your entire capital. That is also absolutely crucial and vital to us because the positions are never actually left completely open, or rather, they are never too small either. I'm going to go ahead and quickly share my screen with you right now so you can see exactly how the software functions and operates. As you can see here, this is my MetaTrader. This is MetaTrader 5, which you have also connected. And the software is now running on it. Here on our joint account, we've now loaded a total of 50 million cents, which is equivalent to 500,000 euros or dollars. Why does the software run on a cent account? It's simple. because the execution, meaning the order processing, happens within milliseconds. And it just trades more precisely, and the performance remains steady when it's a cent account. And on February 19th, 2026, so on the 19th of February, we started this account with $500,000 or 50 million cents. And as of today, at 56 million cents, which is $564,000, that would now be a pure profit of $64,000. If you want to see it in percentages, of course, you can check that as well by clicking here. And here you can see this is now the Atlas series. Very, very important. This is the Atlas series, which is the conservative strategy. From the 19th of February until now, February until today, has made 12.83%. And you can see here there's almost no drawdown. You can also see here how many long and short positions have been taken. It's pretty balanced. And here you can also see the currencies that are being traded. So British pound, JOC US dollar is being traded, Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, New Zealand dollar, US dollar, Euro Chuo US dollar, and the currency pair AUD USD. These are the currencies that are being traded, which means no coins or gold are involved, so you never have volatility in the market and can therefore maintain stability. You can see all the closed trades here. You don't have to do anything. Everything is fully automated. All the trades that have already been executed here were done entirely by automation and not by us humans. That's very, very important. Today is the 29th May when I'm recording this video, which is also important. That means in the period from the 19th of February 2026 to the 19th of May, with the Atlas era, that is with the conservative strategy, as I said, we've achieved this 12% return. With Helios, it would have been a bit more because it's a bit riskier exactly. Yes, so as you can see, we are really relying on having truly functioning products. That means right now, I have just shown you in black and white the product proof that products really work. You've now seen that in black and white. Then we have the experience that we bring with us, not just for 1 or 2 years, but yes, I alone have been doing this for 8 years, and Felix and Tino even longer. That means we're really talking about experience here. We know exactly what we're doing. We know what the system came about because the system was basically built by us thanks to all this experience. And we also have substantial business proof because we've already been able to achieve significant results with what we've built up over the past several years. Exactly. Do you have a quick overview again of what the difference is? There are also other trading academies, there are other signal groups, and there are also free groups where you have to be careful. That means I would always be cautious about what you get involved with. You always have to ask yourself, why would someone show you for free how to make money or give you free access to signals or whatever if they don't even know you? There's always an ulterior motive behind it, so you have to be careful. Most of the time, you'll just get scammed by the broker or you won't be able to withdraw your money. That means you always have to be careful with that. And I would just always make sure that you have access to your money at any time. I would pay attention to the fees. I would also make sure that you pay for the service in advance so that nothing can be deducted afterwards. These are all important things you should carefully consider and keep in mind. Here are the comprehensive packages that we offer, which provide you with the full ability to utilize the respective service products I just mentioned. The smallest package starts at $350. I'm actually in the picture right now. With $350, you get UNIQ Learn, UNIQ Live, and UNIQ Hub included. That means UNIQ Learn consists of the videos where you learn how to trade and invest. UNIQ Live are the live sessions, and UNIQ Hub consists of a few signal groups that you can then copy and paste. With the advanced package, you also get UNIQ Intelligence included. That means that's what tracks where you track your trading activities and where you can also monitor how well you are trading, what is performing well. And with the Alita package, you get everything included. You get all the signal groups included. You also have the automation that I just showed you. That's UNIQ Connect. And later on in the compensation plan, if you want to approach this from a sales perspective, all bonuses are unlocked as well if you want to recommend this to others. The VIP and lifetime membership packages, including the sniper packages, are designed for those who want to pay the monthly fee for 3 years or perhaps even 5 years. 10 years for the X's. And with that, you also receive some special perks like VIP access and special dinners. You always have VIP tickets included for conventions and events. and all the new products that we are launching now will also be included. There are always new innovations and new services being added. So of course you automatically get those with these packages as well. And if you were to add that up, for example, if you were to calculate the $10,000 package, that is the elite package for $1,500 plus the $179 per month, multiplied by the number of years, you'd end up somewhere around $25,000. And the whole thing would cost $15,000 if you take the live package. But if you take a moment to break it all down, you would just pay a single one-time fee of $10,000. But as I mentioned just a moment ago, this is simply one way you can secure full access for yourself. For several years, the actual package that is used or chosen the most is the elite package for $1,500. And then, of course, there's the modern subscription, which you can cancel at any time. You're not tied to anything here, of course. Exactly. Then let's move on. For those of you who might say, okay, for us, for example, let me just go up there, or actually, let's go back there. Down this way, yes, it is definitely better here. It is much better right here. For those who say, okay, the products really work, I would also recommend them to others. It's actually very simple because the company or UNIQ is set up in such a way that we don't do traditional advertising like TV, radio, or newspaper ads. Instead, we simply distribute our advertising budget through honest recommendations in the form of commissions. That means if you make a recommendation, you simply receive a small commission for it. And in this way, you basically have the dedicated person who is responsible and the community for this who are there for you, who will be there to guide you through it, because these are products and services that require a bit of extra explanation, and you simply need someone who will take you by the hand and set everything up with you. But clearly, we have also designed this for the long term. We aim to build this long term and create a system where you have functioning, high quality products resulting in satisfied customers. Very, very clearly. But if you now have it, you are satisfied, you have satisfied customers, and you want to recommend the whole thing further, then of course it all duplicates itself. And duplication is, I always say, one of the most powerful tools or most powerful features you can have, because at some point you end up with residual income, you reach passive income. And at some point you have a small team that always pays the monthly fee because they are always satisfied with the products. If you can use these products to grow your money, why shouldn't you stop actively using them? Then you essentially generate a passive stream of income where you participate in the sales without the need to perform any further active tasks. And that is what we call duplication. That is essentially the core power behind duplication. And when you move up in the rank system here, I'll show you briefly exactly what ranks you can achieve with us. If you make consistent recommendations, you can really earn a very substantial income here, like many others who already have a significant main income from this, who have been able to live very well from it for many years. So, for years now, we ourselves have done nothing else but this business, and it has completely changed my life personally, but also in terms of time, geography, and of course financially. I've achieved a certain sense of freedom through this, for which I am extraordinarily thankful and grateful that I first got to know about this incredible opportunity back in the year 2018 to start in this dynamic industry. And now once again, I have the wonderful chance to take things to the next level or stage with our very own company, UNIQ. Exactly. There are basically many different income levels that you can reach here. And what you see right here on the screen is the weekly income you can expect. That means the first rank is, of course, that you no longer have to pay the monthly fee. In other words, all the people or customers who start with us and are satisfied eventually want to use the product or service for free, essentially covering the monthly fee through referrals. So they basically supplement it that way. And then it keeps going, $175 a week, $375 a week, $750 a week. Or of course the monthly income down here as well. And we actually already have people in the pre-launch phase who are in the $10,000 to $25,000 rank. That means we are still in the pre-launch phase, and even now there are already people earning that much. And we haven't even really started yet. We haven't even had the official launch, but of course all of this is possible. And then there's also the tier system here, which shows how many people and customers you basically need to be active to reach each income level. This will be explained to you in detail when you want to get started. Then you'll have onboarding, you'll be guided step by step, receiving training through calls, events, and personal support, showing how we achieved it. If we successfully manage to reach our destination without encountering anything that would be considered out of the ordinary, then it stands to reason that almost anyone else can do it as well. I always say if I can do it, coming from a small village in Austria, having worked on construction sites before and managed to achieve my freedom this way, then anyone can do it. And then I can show anyone because I know exactly what I did. And it's just really, really important to know that you are taken by the hand. Exactly. So that's very important. You can start as a customer and then later become a partner if you want to recommend this to others. With this, you can build a long-term business that can change your life. You can build this business from anywhere. You don't have a boss telling you where to be, and you'll never get that from us either. You won't get the pressure to always do something. Organize everything yourself and manage your time. You can decide for yourself how much, when, or where you work. And I think that's just, especially nowadays, a really, really awesome opportunity. Exactly. I would describe this unique journey simply as starting out with one of the professional service packages. You can also start with a small package and upgrade at any time, and then you only pay the difference. Basically, what you've already paid will be credited to you. To try out the products, I always recommend the Elite package because then you get all the products right away. You can try everything out, and then afterwards, you can decide whether you want to recommend it or not, but that's how I would do it. Now, at the end, let's briefly address a few questions directly in advance before any more questions come up later on. But of course, you can also go to the person who sent you the video or contact me personally on Instagram or wherever. I always like to take the time for everyone personally. But the first question is, do you need trading experience? No, not at all. Most people here start without any prior experience, really none at all. No experience in trading, no experience in investing, or no experience in the financial sector at all. I didn't have any either. I also come from a construction background. Our infrastructure and system are set up, and our ecosystem is designed so you learn everything from the ground up. Above all, you're not just thrown into the deep end. Instead, you are guided every step. Do you have to start building the business right away as well? Do you have to build it up too? No, you don't have to. If you don't want to do the business, meaning the referrals, you can just remain a customer. You can just use the products and don't have to make any recommendations if you don't want to. That's simply an add-on in case people are really enthusiastic and want to recommend it to others so they can get a commission for that, but you don't have to do it. Is UNIQ only for traders? No. For example, if you say you just want your money to work for you, then the automations, almost everyone uses them because I always say it makes more sense to have your money working for you at 3 to 5% or 5 to 8% with risk variance rather than leaving your money in a bank account where due to inflation, it just loses value anyway. That means it's significantly more beneficial to have your money working for you instead of just letting it gradually lose its purchasing power in a bank account. That's the most effective strategy you can implement. It's truly the best thing you can do because you don't have to do anything. You can access it whenever you might need it, and you really grow your wealth consistently, steadily, and over the long term. How quickly can you get started? You can actually get started right after these videos. If you write to me or to the person who sent you this video, we'll set everything up together with you, explain everything again, answer your questions, and walk you through the next steps in detail. You'll also join a community where you can always ask questions. There are regular calls held, so you really get a lot of hands-on support here. And the last two questions, what does UNIQ do differently or what makes UNIQ different? What makes UNIQ different? Well, I would have to say that we're not some kind of investors or entrepreneurs who simply sit comfortably at the very top of UNIQ's board. We actually come from the operational front line ourselves. In other words, we've spent many years building things ourselves and continue to work directly with people year after year. So, we're very approachable. We're not just some investors or companies without any real-world practical experience. Instead, we've really built UNIQ from all those years of hands-on experience, diverse learnings, and the challenges that we've already overcome. And I think you can feel that in every single step of your back office, in every single call, in every innovative product we have ever built. You can just see it. And for the very last question, Is it possible for me to only start out as a customer? I think I've already answered that a little bit. Start as a product user. You can start only as a customer. You can just get started and simply test the product for yourself. In the beginning, you can start with a demo account, especially if you're using the active products where you learn to trade yourself, where you copy the signals yourself, or where you use your own indicators. You can use all of that on the demo account at first, where you're not using any real money yet, just to get started. But we can also set up a personal individual call if you'd like. Feel free to get in touch with me on social media under Julian Rigler, or with the person who invited you here, who sent you this video, and then we can address your individual questions. Otherwise, I'm glad that you gave me your attention for 25 minutes, and I look forward to us taking this journey together.